I was watching it as it happened. We were live on air at the time, and just seeing it, not as a political reporter or as a journalist, but as a human, you look at that and you think, he is so lucky to be alive, grazing his ear. I know tragically one person was killed in this, and we remember that, and President Trump, the former president, made known his own condolences to that person's family. But this was so close to being a whole lot worse.
Well, and that is just the extraordinary thing about that. Literally millimeters difference between clipping the former president apparently on his ear and, potentially penetrating his skull, hitting him in the brain. This was... the phrase "dodge a bullet." Well, this is dodging a bullet right here. This is just extraordinary. And of course, obviously, everyone's condolences go to the family that lost a loved one today at that rally. But the idea that the front runner for the U.S. presidential election, and he is the front runner in all of the polls here, could have been eliminated. Literally, physically eliminated from the race by an assassin's bullet. And it is just, the slightest bit of wind or the slightest bit of movement could have changed the outcome of this incident is just extraordinary, Kieran.
Oh, indeed. And the image that will remain, I think, not just for this presidential campaign, but for decades to come, is Donald Trump rising out of the embrace of the Secret Service agents with his defiant fist aloft. That
fist aloft photo, and there's one that's just extraordinary. He's framed by the American flag, Secret Service agents, and his fist is in the air to show he's okay and he's continuing to fight. I was saying just before, Kieran, on Outsiders, that the theme of this campaign, I think, going forward is going to be one of defiance. And Kieran, throughout the Trump campaign, he has always put himself in this sort of position where he says, you know what, I'm here, I am protecting you from what they'll do to you. I'm literally taking the abuse for you, the ordinary Americans. And, that case has become a lot stronger because apparently, if what's happened has happened, it's not only lawsuits and attempts to jail him and all sorts of things. We are now in this real sort of territory of trying to assassinate a political opposition leader, which is just extraordinary. And, it is not someplace America wants to be. We had a madman shoot Reagan. Reagan thankfully survived. Oswald killed Kennedy. And of course, Oswald was a bizarre case and a communist sympathizer. And let's also not forget, though, that really there is a problem with political violence in America, in the world. But it largely comes, I think, from the left. The left very much, is the first to go to riots, first to go to violence when they don't get their way. And we see this around the world. And this may be, we don't know yet, but this may be what we've seen here. But we'll find out more, I guess, in the hours to come.
And there's an aerial shot there coming into the newsroom of that scene in Pennsylvania. The local DA confirming that one person was killed and others seriously injured, at least one other seriously injured. And then we saw that remarkable first-hand account from a witness who saw the gunman climbing that building as well outside. James Morrow, thank you.